1075 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
The NBA Finals are officially set. Indiana Pacers taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder starting on Thursday with game number 1. As you just heard there, the call on TNT of the Pacers dispatching of the New York Knicks on Saturday in game number 6. Game that was pretty tight through halftime, 4-point difference there with Indiana leading 58-54 at the start of the third quarter. But then that's where things broke open. A couple 9-0 runs by the Pacers was able to help them keep that lead as they went through the rest of the second half and were able to make their return trip to the NBA Finals, for, as you just heard, for the first time in 25 years, taking on the Thunder coming up later on this week. You know, it was this time last week while the SEC meetings were going on down in Destin. I feel like we talked about playoff formats 6 ways from Sunday, 5+11, 4-4, 2-2, 1-3, 5-7-9, everything in between. We still don't know what it's going to look like in 26 and beyond. I think the deadline at what Sankey said was December 1st for them to figure that out for next year and beyond. Will they get there? We don't know. But a lot of debate before this season even begins on what 2026 and beyond are going to look like. They got to figure out something, right? Can we all agree on that?
No, absolutely. Like, you need to start figuring this out relatively soon, right? Because before we know it, the end of the year is going to be here. And if no decisions are made, we're kind of left like, okay, what's going to happen for next year and beyond? It's crazy that I mean, college football and college sports in general are continuing to change year after year.
It was a wild weekend for the opening round or the opening regional rounds for NCAA baseball, and you had quite a few SEC teams not be able to make it out of their own regional, and the most surprising of which being the number 1 overall seed out of Nashville, Vanderbilt Commodores, not even making it to their conference, to the regional championship game, as Louisville ends up making it out of that regional after beating Wright State, the team that eliminated Vanderbilt earlier on yesterday afternoon.
Definitely surprising because, number one, I mean, look, coming into this season, I think there were probably a few questions about Tim Corbin and the job he was doing at Vanderbilt. Like, they've always been one of the better programs in college baseball, but you almost wonder, like, have they lost a step at all? And then, you know, they go on a run, win the SEC tournament. They're one of the best teams in college baseball throughout the year.
1883, the first night baseball game under the lights took place in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I mean, they had electricity back then. I would think, I would love to know what the lighting setup for that looked like, because I don't think it's what we're thinking of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's like, you know, full, you know, light tower structures like we see now. Like, I mean, I wonder what it would have looked like, but probably not even anywhere close to what we're thinking.